Something that I want to remind you of today that will really help you in your manifestation process, it will really help you in getting what it is you want, is to remember that there's always divine timing. Everything is aligning perfectly for you. And even if that means you're not getting what you want right now, but that is where the trust comes in. If you truly believe that the universe has your back, if you truly believe in the flow of alignment, that everything is always working out for you, if you believe these sayings, you feel them to be true, then you know that whatever is happening right now is part of the process, is part of you actually getting what it is you want, even when it doesn't look like it. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes you feel like you're really far from your goal and you're wondering, when is it ever going to come? How am I getting closer to it? But I'm going to tell you a little story about myself and how I went through a big transformation. About 5 years ago, I was in a car accident where someone drove into my car. I was injured. And I remember sitting there going, why is this happening to me? How is this helping me? I felt like there was a reason for it. I felt like it wasn't a coincidence. And it wasn't. It was all part of my evolution. It was all part of my growth story. It's why I'm making this video, why I'm, in the spiritual, transformational growth manifestation world, because I went through it. I had to realize that this was part of my story. The pain I was in, all of the fear that came out, having to go through a lawsuit, that is a terrible thing to go through. It was very anxiety-ridden, fearful time in my life. But through that, it was leading me to where I needed to go. It was leading me here. It was leading me to learning about wealth management, to learning about letting go, surrendering, learning how to trust. That big problem in my life was actually a beautiful blessing. And if you can accept wherever you're at right now is part of your growth story, is part of your transformation, it is perfect timing for you, even though it doesn't feel like it. I know if you've, been working towards something and you're like, well, why don't I have it yet? That's part of your learning too. It's all part of you getting something better than you even could imagine. Where I'm at right now is way better than I could have planned 5 years ago for myself. I knew I wanted, a career with more freedom. I knew I wanted more wealth. I knew I wanted to be like this free-spirited, authentic version of myself, but I wasn't sure how I was going to get there, and I didn't know when I was going to get there. And if I focused so much on those two things, I would have prevented the natural flow and the natural process for myself. And so part of you going through the problem or the waiting period is learning how to just surrender and wait. How to surrender means letting go of control, accepting what is, accepting that if it's not what you want, it's for a reason, and that reason is always for your highest good. The universe isn't out to get you. The universe loves you. The universe has nothing but good energy that it wants to give out, but it can only flow and go to those who have the open sign, the open arms, the open energy. And sometimes you need to go through certain situations or problems to learn how to open your arms, to learn how to surrender, to learn how to change the energy in your body from fear, scarcity, lack, worry, anxiety, to that free-flowing energy of love, of trust, of it's all going to be okay, it's all working out for me. That is a hard transition, and it was a hard one for me. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. The universe, source, creation, it is a benevolent force. It wants to give you all that you want. It is just waiting, and it wants to surprise you with something even better. It loves surprising you with something good. But if you are blocking it by distrust, by worrying, by staying in that waiting energy, wondering where it is, that's you believing more in the lack. That's more of you distrusting. That's more of you spending more time and energy checking for it. The checking in itself is disbelief. You don't really trust at the end of the day. And so what could really help transform you is to finally just believe and trust that everything is always happening at the right time for you. Trust in the divine timing of the universe and keep working on clearing out your energy. Clearing out means surrendering, letting go, working on shifting your energy out of fear into love. This could look like meditation, it could look like exercise, somatic work, just being more aware of your thoughts and your feelings throughout the day. It could be as simple as that. And the more you keep shifting this energy and shifting into trust, trust is really knowing. It's like seeing the ending of you getting your goal, the ending of the movie, so to speak, the ending of the book. You know how it ends. And so now you can sit in trust right now. Your soul, it kind of loves problems. And that might sound weird to hear, but your soul wants to be a human, to experience, to learn. And you only learn through problems. You only grow through hard times. If you were playing a video game or you were watching a movie or reading a book and the main character didn't have any problems to overcome, there's no obstacles, it wouldn't be fun to watch or play or read. It'd be boring. Your soul doesn't want boring. It wants evolution. And so if you know how it ends, you know that everything is always working out for you, it'll allow you to trust right now and to relax, to understand that there is divine timing, meaning that things are always working out for you. You can accept this problem. You can accept that maybe you don't have it yet, and that's okay. It's for a reason. My husband and I have been trying to move for months now, and it hasn't happened yet. And that is frustrating. It might seem like a small problem, yes, but I've really been wanting to move, and it hasn't worked out the way I wanted. And so what do? Well, I just trust. I just go, well, we'll move when it's right. Maybe the right place we are meant to be in isn't available right now. And so the timing will work itself out. And I'm sure I'll make a video one day telling you I found the perfect place and we're moving. Because I trust and I know. I really don't sit in that feeling of feeling sorry for myself, victimhood, or worrying or checking. I don't put up all this resistance around what I want. I let go and I say, it'll come to me when it's meant to be. And so if you're working on manifesting something, maybe you have a problem right now. Maybe you're just sick of waiting for something to come to you, something good. Remember that there is perfect timing in you getting what it is you want, and everything serves a purpose. What you're going through right now is serving you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for your best. And when you accept this truth, everything gets so much easier. So I hope that this video was helpful and that you have a wonderful, beautiful day.